Hey guys, Professor Bill of Comic Book University and Star Trek Next Generation Through the Mirror, issue number 4 of, I believe, 5. So only one more issue to go. Seriously, next week and that's it? Makes sense. So the evil plan has been launched, and there's supposed to be they got to where they got the good guy Enterprise members to where they were supposed to go, and now at this point there's an internal message that's supposed to indicate that there's a radiation bombardment, so they're going to have to get into their escape pods and get out. The problem is they literally only had that one plan set, and that's a shame. You never go in there with only one plan. If that fails, you're effed. So anyway, they got effed because not only did the crew of the Enterprise figure it out, because they're like, hey, there's two Deanna Troys. I have a feeling the one that's in her quarters is safe, but the one who's in engineering is probably the fake one. So they go chasing down there. They're able to discover everything they need to discover, and then all of a sudden, meanwhile, the Mirrorverse guys are having an internal struggle. It looks like there's going to be like a whole bunch of people punching each other in the chin. You know that happens a lot. All of a sudden, like 10 members or so of the Enterprise, including Picard, which is weird. He doesn't ever go on away missions, show up with phasers drawn like, hey, buddy, what's going on, huh? Hopefully they also have people appearing on other places in the Enterprise, because that would actually be smart. Just saying. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of cool. So now the two teams are facing off each other, like, okay, freeze, and the Mirrorverse guys are like, yeah, make your move if you've got the tenacity for it. It's like, oh, this is going to be so bad. Now the bad guys, the Mirrorverse guys, don't have a Worf. So that could mean something. At the same time, in the Next Generation, they were always punking out Worf. So I'm not looking forward to the idea that Worf is just going to save everybody. You'd figure he would, but he's probably not, because let's be realistic. I've seen the Next Generation. Horrible. Anyway, not horrible. I don't mean like that. I mean like the way they treated Worf. Worf should have been like just wrecking house on everybody all the time, just his looks alone. Fortunately, he was just mostly getting punked out. So, yeah, I don't have too much hopes of Worf actually doing anything great here. Regardless, this was, again, as usual, a fantastic comic book. I'm loving this. I'm absolutely giving this an A-. So good. Bittersweet. I can't wait to see the ending, but is there a possibility they could do more? Their plan is awesome. Just keep on going through different Mirrorverses and grabbing, finding a way to non-violently get the Enterprise away from all these other areas, so that they'll have a fleet of Enterprises, and they go on and just wipe out the Klingons and the Kardashians and take over everything. Meanwhile, don't forget there's the story in the back where you actually find out how they discovered the Mirrorverse and what Spock has to do with that. What are their final plans with Spock? Not sure yet. But this does somehow relate back to the original Mirror Mirror, which I didn't. Was it Mirror Mirror? Whatever it was, the original series Mirrorverse storyline for Star Trek, which I didn't read, and I'm probably not going to read. But anyway, the original series doesn't pique my interest, my curiosity as much as Next Generation and Voyager did, and that's that. Anyway, guys, that's it for me, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.